welcome back to my channel, Junk Dragon Creations. It's been about 6 months since I posted my last video. I had started a project, a Dollar Tree journal, using almost all Dollar Tree items. I gave myself the only stipulation was that I could not use anything but Dollar Tree items except for my cutting utensils and glue and sewing for the sewing the signatures in, and I pretty much stuck to that. And so this is the flip through of it. I hope to put out more videos more frequently than 6 months, but this is my first one back. So if you look on the front, you can see this is just a science fiction book that I bought at Dollar Tree, and I bought it mainly because it has a map on the inside. But the main reason that I gave myself with this challenge was my aesthetic is steampunk, grunge, gothic, industrial, and that's really kind of hard to find stuff like that at Dollar Tree to make a journal like this. But I gave myself that challenge to see if I could do it, and I think I pretty much accomplished it. It's a little bit more fantasy than steampunk, but there's not a ton of decoration in it right now. I haven't decided exactly what I'm going to do with it. So without further ado, let's start the flip through. On the cover you can see I have some die cut, laser cut wood pieces. This some keys and these clocks, and then I went over to the toy section and I got some toy coins. There is some buttons, some puffy stickers, and for the background I used it's a rug gripper that you put underneath a rug to help it grip to your floor, and I used it as a stencil, and I used spackling to do some texture. This is a piece of a coffee dyed, not paper, but cloth doily. And let's see what else. I used a little bit of, they have these paper packs that have just miscellaneous papers in them, and I used some of it. It had a really cool texture to it. So once I used the spackling paste and a glue stick to glue everything down, and then I painted everything black. Then I used loose eyeshadow, mica eyeshadow, and dusted everything with it, and then I sprayed it with hairspray to set it. And so far it's held up. Once it dried, I haven't had anything come off on my fingers, and I really like that method. I would definitely do that again. I would change the composition of this a little bit. I wasn't exactly sure how I was going to put things, and I glued them down really before I should have, but I really like the way it turned out. The spine is just burlap ribbon glued down, and then the back is just painted with black acrylic paint. They have a pretty good selection of paints as far as colors in the craft section. Some of it's acrylic, some of it's tempera. You just have to kind of look and see washable paint. I just got the acrylic paint, so because I thought it would hold up better. They do have some black chalkboard paint, but and I bought some, but I didn't end up using it. So as I said, the inside is this map, and I just left it as is. I didn't try to distress it or anything, tea-dye it. I think if I was to do it again with this same book, I would try that. But the thing about when buying books at Dollar Tree, if you find one that you really like and they've got more than one copy, you might want to pick up two in case you mess up the first one, because I kind of sort of did that with this. If you can see right here, I don't know how well you can see it, but it's kind of cracking right here because I cut too close when I was taking the guts out of the book. But I glued it several times, and it might hold up to a lot of opening and closing, but I doubt it. So yeah, if you can get two books, if you're buying something like this specifically because it has a map in the front of it, I would grab two of them just in case. So then when you open it up, this is the inside sheet. And this is a manila folder that I took brown paint. This right here is like the best item I bought there for this whole project. I've used this one for this whole project, and I still have over half of it left. It's just plain old brown paint. I have noticed though the last couple of times I've been in there, they don't have the brown. I don't know if everybody's just buying it up or if they just can't get it. But yeah, I did find one a couple of days ago, and so I grabbed it. Of course, you can use any brown paint, but for my challenge to myself using Dollar Tree, I decided to go ahead and use this one. So I use a lot of file folders, and this one is supposed to be stuck in here somewhere. I'm not sure where I put it at, but we'll leave that out. I made a tag. Like I said, nothing is overly decorated because I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do with this, and I might want to change some of the decorations later, so I didn't want to get too fancy with anything. Right here, I just tore the file folder and distressed it with the brown paint. Works great. By the way, I used this, which you can get at Dollar Tree too. I just a tiny bit of paint and brushed most of it off, and you just go around the edges, and it works really good. Really surprised me because I kept trying to make my own inks, and it just was not working, and so I thought, well, I'm just going to try some brown paint, and it worked great. So, there's a little pocket here with a index card that I coffee dyed. I coffee dyed all the papers in here, and envelopes, and these cards, and this is just a rub-on, and it turned out really well. And then this is a flip out. You can write or put pictures. There's a tuck right here and another tag. And then here's some of my coffee dyed paper. This is the book that I decided to use. Actually had some poetry in it, and so I took all my sheets of it out and cut pieces and glued them onto a piece of file folder and distressed it, and it's just a little tuck spot there. One of the envelopes that I dyed, and just made a little fold out here. And one thing I didn't like about these envelopes is the blue, and I did not go back in and add extra paper on the insides like I should have, but that's a learning curve here. I will do that next time. Puffy stickers. I use several different kinds of paper, and they all come out different colors, so which is pretty cool. Another puffy sticker, and some more cards, and another sticker. Yeah, I took a book page and some masking tape, and I just put some brown paint on the masking tape, the same as I did as the edges. I just dabbed it on there, and made a little tuck spot. Another little card. This is very, I don't want to say generic, it's not the word I'm looking for. This is very plain, so that you can add your own stuff, or you can do lots and lots of writing. If you're a really avid journaler, this would be great. So, some more cards. And I don't know if you can see this, but I had a doily underneath it, and it kind of picked up the pattern, which is pretty cool. And had some, so this is the stuff that I was talking about, the rug gripper that I used on the front to make a stencil for the texture paste, and I tried gluing it down, and it's not gluing very well, and I'm going to have to go back and re-glue it, but there's some lace. And I used a lot of double-sided tape in here and glue stick, and this right here, this is an experiment that did not work out very. I love the way it looks, but getting it to stick to the paper is something I'm going to have to work on. I have two pockets here with tags in it. This is paper that I put on top of this stuff here when it was drying, and it kind of great texture to it. It's I don't even know how to describe what the texture is like, but it's just really nubby, and I really like it. A lot of the papers got wrinkled, and I thought, I'm gonna use them anyway. You can still write on it. Here's a little envelope flip out, and I did not realize until I got ready to glue it that my envelope is way longer than my page is, so I'll have to keep that in mind next time I do it. But I do like this idea of the flip out envelope. Some more puffy stickers. I love stickers. I buy them all the time, and I never know what I'm going to do with them. And I bought all these puffy stickers way before I ever decided to do this, and I'm so glad I finally figured out a use for them. Here's another pocket, and I did staple this on here. You can see I stapled it, and I don't like using staples and stuff like this because the other side always jabs you. So I found this is just a part of the puffy sticker that was the cutout, and I still had it. I thought, well, I'll just stick it on there, and it's actually got numbers on it. I don't know if you can see them, but I thought it was really cool, so I decided to keep it. Okay, so this is the middle of the book. There is 4 signatures. I have no idea how many pages there are. I forgot to count them. But I made this just kind of tuck in to go inside. So I have these little Velcro closers, again, from Dollar Tree. And it's got one pocket here and another pocket here. And again, I should have replaced it. I should have put all the glue paper. I should have replaced it. I actually did glue some on the flap. And when I was doing this, I had planned to fold it one way, and then when I started gluing it, I realized I did it the wrong way, so I had to kind of like figure out a different way to do it. But I said 2 different pockets in here, and close, and then over here, put it up, and there's another pocket, and there's this little thing that's kind of sort of a belly band, but kind of not. I'm not sure exactly what it's supposed to be, but I made it, so there you go. You can put whatever you want to in there, right in there, use it as a belly band. Yeah, and it's just a little something you can take in and out, like, if you want to just stick it in your purse, and then bring it back and put it back. I don't know. So here's some paper. You can see the inside pattern. I have a garden. I don't know what you call it. It's kind of like a table, but it's got wheels on it, and it's made to put all your gardening stuff on it and take it around. And it's got metal grating on it, and I had put some paper over there to dry. I didn't realize it would pick up the pattern so well, but I really like it. And then I just used masking tape, and I put wax paper on here and made some pockets. And I don't know. The masking tape, I'm not sure how well it's going to stay stuck. I should have put some extra glue on it, because I noticed when I was going through this yesterday that some of it was trying to come loose. So that's another thing. Like I said, this is a learning curve, and I definitely know some things to do now and some things not to do. Some more paper, different shades of brown. It's a little flip out, and a long pocket here, and I just took 2 of the puppy stickers that were exactly alike and stuck them together to make a tab. Really proud of that idea. It worked out really well. And there's another the 2 pockets here and here, and this is actually a pocket here, but I don't have a tag to put in it. And then another long pocket with another tag with the puffy sticker tabs. And there's, like I said, there's tons and tons of writing space in here. So, and plus it could, extra decorations could be added. Once I got the majority of this done, I thought, okay, I'm going to stop now and use what I've learned and try to make something better. And here's another one of these poetry things, journaling cards, I guess you'd call them. And I tried to do some fancy folding, and it really didn't work that well. But I stuck it in here anyway. You got a little tuck right here and a tuck right here, and then you can journal on this side. Lots more paper. Another flip out. The book had some illustrations of the characters, and I put that in there. More paper. The other half of my fancy folding that didn't go so well. If you've ever watched Cafe La Craft, she does a lot of this fancy folding, and it's like, it's a mystery to me. I try it, I watch what she does, and it just never works for me. The other half of the wax paper pockets. Another flip out with the envelopes were too long again, and I tried to figure out how to maybe fold them over, but I just decided to chalk it up to a learning experience and move on. And another flip out. It's just two envelopes stuck together, and puffy stickers for the win. And lots more paper. Another tuck spot. If I hadn't limited myself to just Dollar Tree, I could have added a lot more decoration. I have a lot of stamps and stickers, not stickers, but stencils and things I could use, but I tried to stay true to the nature of the challenge. I probably won't be doing any more Dollar Tree challenges like this. I do have quite a bit of stuff left over from this project that I may try to make another one just to see what I can do different and, like I said, make it better. But I don't think if I do that, I will limit myself to just Dollar Tree stuff. Lots and lots of writing space. And then the back, there's just a little tuck space. So, and I can't for the life of me remember where. I just made a flip up right here. I can't remember. I had this out in the book, so we're just going to stick that right in here. So it'll fit. I don't think it'll fit. So, I could have put a lot more lacy stuff on it, but like I said, I'm not big into that kind of stuff. Although, you know, I see people make them and they're gorgeous, and I think, oh, that's so pretty. And it's like, but when it comes to making one, I don't know if I can do one justice. I don't, you know. But I really do like the steampunk, and I really am kind of proud of myself for doing this and finishing it, because I'm notorious for not finishing any projects. I have 2 more projects that I have to get done for friends that I've promised, and one of them, it's been over a year, and I've really got to get those done, and so once I get them done, I will do a flip through on here. But, so yeah, this is my project. This is my project, and I finally finished it, and I'm so glad that you are watching, and I hope you will come back in my next video, which I promise it won't take me 6 months to get another one up here. I finally did get all of my cameras set up, and so this is, if the camera, if the video is a little wonky, it's because I'm trying out. I have 2 or 3 different cameras, and I'm trying them out and trying to figure out which one is the best one to actually film the videos with. So, if this one is not very good, please put a comment and let me know and say, hey, you know, you need to switch cameras. And if you have any questions, or if oh well, I don't know what I was going to say. But yeah, if you have any comments or questions, please let me know. And I appreciate you being here. Subscribe, click the thumbs up, all that good stuff that all the YouTubers say. And I will see you next time. Thanks.